Hi, this is Dave. You may know us as Pam and Dave, but this week we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally we travel the world, go outside of the house, we have restaurant and culinary adventures all over the place, but we also are die-hard foodies at home. We both love to cook. So today we're going to share some recipes with you that we love to cook. The first one is beef kebabs with a Middle Eastern sort of spice. And the second is Greek lemon potatoes. Now these things are delicious. They're crispy on the outside, nice and creamy on the inside. So we're going to show you how to make them. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some beef. Now a tenderloin is usually the most tender cut of beef for kebabs, but it's rather expensive. So I got myself a sirloin tip roast. It's more economical. You can also buy pre-cut cubes of beef, but I prefer to get a roast and cut it myself. I find the meat's more tender that way. I'm cutting the beef into 1-inch cubes. I find that's a good size for marinating and for putting on the skewers. This is the spice blend that we're using in today's recipe. In the top row we have half a teaspoon each of cinnamon, smoked paprika, oregano, and garlic powder. Normally we like to use fresh minced garlic, but we're out of that, so we're going to improvise today. In the second row, we have 1 heaping teaspoon of cumin, equal parts salt and pepper, and in the last row here we have a spice blend called za'atar. It's a mixture of thyme, sesame seeds, and other things. It's used a lot in Middle Eastern cooking. This is where the magic begins. Put all the spices and herbs into the big bowl. Add a generous glug of olive oil. This helps all the spices stick to the beef. Once the beef is well mixed, put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight. That way they get nice and tender and marinated. If you're using wooden skewers, I recommend soaking them in water for about half an hour, just so that they don't burn. For one final step, I squeeze some fresh lemon juice on the meat, just to brighten it up. Now normally I would cook these on the barbecue, but it's still a little bit cold outside, so I'm going to do them in the oven. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and set it on the broiler mode. I would cook them for about 8 to 10 minutes and then maybe flip them halfway through just to brown them evenly. Here are all the ingredients to the Greek potatoes. We have some Yukon Gold potatoes, about 2.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. Once again, we're out of fresh garlic, so I had to improvise. This is some Himalayan salt, about a tablespoon. And this is about a teaspoon of oregano. About 1.5 cups of chicken stock. And about 1/3 cup of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. And some olive oil there. Peel the potatoes and cut them into 1.5-inch pieces. You can also cut them into wedges, but they'll take just a little bit longer to cook. Next, put all the ingredients into the baking dish and mix the potatoes up well. And finally, put a big glug of olive oil over the entire potato mixture. Okay, so preheat the oven to 350. This is going to be a low and slow sort of process. Put the potatoes in. There you go. We'll leave them in for about an hour. It's nice low and slow to allow all the chicken broth to evaporate and go into the potatoes. And also too, the olive oil on top will make the potatoes nice and crispy. To add some color to our plate, we added some steamed broccolini.
Look at this. Mmm. Mmm. Nice and spicy and surprisingly tender, actually. Like, perfectly well done. So now to try these Greek roasted potatoes here. Look at that. Look good. Ah. Crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. Ooh, a little bit hot. Lemony, roasty. Oh, the potato flavor, really, really good. Now, for my greens. I love the broccolinis. They're really tender. And look at those ones, nice bright green. Perfectly done. Not too soft, not too hard.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode with the beef kebabs and the Greek lemon potatoes. We're about to
What?
I think Pam's already digging in. Save us some, okay?
And for yourself, man.